This morning, many of you have questions about this storm, and we are here to get the answers. Chris and Bekah are joining us now, so let's dive in, guys. All right, the first one, we talked about this briefly, but it comes with a picture. Someone asking, why is the wintry mix and the ice sticking to the road but not the grass? Chris, I think you mentioned it's just a little harder to see. It is accumulating in the grass, but it is harder to see. So let's go to the second question. It says, if I use water to get ice off my windshield, what temperature should it be? That's a great question.
Yes, that is a good question. I will go ahead and say you should not use water at all to get ice off of your windshield. You might think, oh, if I have boiling hot water, that will melt the ice super fast. But the difference in extreme temperatures between the teens that we're seeing right now and then the boiling water could actually crack your windshield. If you do it at all, maybe lukewarm water, but because it's so cold, it will likely just have a thick layer of ice on top of the ice. If you're trying to get off a scraper, it might be your best bet.
So this is a double meteorologist. Don't do it. I would just
double no.
Double no. So, and just because of everything that Bekah just mentioned, and just in general, I think I would just, if you can get into your car, maybe just go the defrost method. Yes. All right, let's get to the next question.
All right, next question. When will the power outage risk be highest?
Okay, this is a good one. So, Bekah, one thing that we've really seen is the precipitation is so light right now.
Yes.
But I think that really, I would say late morning into early afternoon is, I think, where we have some of the highest risk. But it's also interesting, too, because the winds are so light, but then I think that could change.
Yes, I'd say right now we're not seeing any major power outage issues. One thing is the freezing drizzle. You might think, oh, since it's falling so lightly that it actually isn't as bad, but the ice can accrete so much better when it's falling lighter. So you might think, oh, it's not doing much. Well, it's kind of more of the opposite effect. And then when we see that freezing rain event later on tonight, we're going to have the winds and the cold weather really kick in for Monday. So I think if we still have some ice pack on the power lines, that could also lead to some more power outage issues as well.
Yeah, to summarize, I would say pretty much by the afternoon is where I think that we're going to start to see them really come up, especially if we're getting some of those values up and over 1/4 inch. All right, one more question. What do we got?
All right, our final question is, my dog won't stop licking the rock salt off of my pavement. What should I do? We know there's a lot of pet owners out there.
Yes, I will say I was on a walk yesterday and the sidewalks are covered with this right now. So we were trying to avoid it as best we can. I have a husky, so he is not going to be putting on any sort of booties at all. But when you get home, wash their paws in warm water and do that pretty quickly. My dog didn't have an issue of licking his paws, but it has chemicals in it. It also cuts the paw pads or the toe beans, as I like to call it as well.
Yeah, so if you have that area, if you can maybe try to move them over to the grass, just try to avoid it. Or if it's a smaller dog, lift them up because, as you mentioned, it's not just salt. There is a lot of chemicals in that. Okay, so we've only just begun. We're going to do this all morning long. So if you have questions, it's easy. We all have our phones. Just make sure to text us anytime. That's going to be 704-329-3600. We'll be here all morning long answering your questions. Take care, everyone. We'll be back after the break.